All right, Logan, let us know kind of your thoughts that went into everything and the decision to come back to the University of Minnesota.
Yeah, well, first of all, thanks for kind of having me on here. There was definitely a lot that kind of went into it. It was definitely one of the hardest decisions, if not the hardest I had to make since um, since in my hockey career so far. So, obviously both options were great. I just feel like I had a little more left to do in college hockey, especially with where Arizona's kind of at right now. So, I have some goals coming into this coming season that I want to accomplish. And, that's kind of my main reason for coming back.
Thanks, Logan. Open it up to anybody with some questions here.
Logan and Randy Johnson, start to in here. Could you go through the goals that you have for the upcoming season and what you expect?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, as a team wise, I think, it's everyone's goal is to, win the national championship. That's kind of the big thing going around with Minnesota right now is obviously, we've been to 2 Frozen Fours the past 2 years and kind of haven't accomplished what we want. So, I want to be a part of bringing a national championship back to, that great state and the University of Minnesota. So I'm really looking forward to, hopefully doing that. And obviously some personal goals. I want to continue to get stronger on the ice, to hopefully one day play in the NHL. So I still feel like I have some room to grow. And, obviously coming back with my line mate Snuggerud too. We had so much fun together. And, I think we kind of went one last go here at it.
Logan, good to see you again. Matt Kennedy, 5 Eyewitness Sports. Can you walk me through the process of your decision, specifically with the front office down in Arizona, your communication with the Coyotes recently, and how they view your final choice of taking another year here in Minnesota?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was definitely a tough one. Like I said, both are, I think I would have done great in, and both were great options. So, I think they kind of understand where I'm kind of at with, my development standpoint, and obviously kind of the way we finished last year. So, I still feel like I have room to grow. I still, like I said, want to accomplish some things in college hockey. And, after, one more season of college hockey, I think I'll be even more prepared and more ready to, make the jump after that.
Logan, it's Jess Myers from the Rink Live. You mentioned the situation in Arizona. What's your understanding of how things are right now for the Coyotes and what the future looks like, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I wish I could tell you. I have I probably know just as much as you right now with, kind of where they're at. So, obviously it's a kind of a tough situation, but I know they'll figure things out. And obviously Arizona's the place I want to be. I love the area. I love, the coaching staff, everyone that's with them. I had a chance to talk to Keller a little bit. Obviously he's a great player, great person. So, that's definitely the spot I want to be in. I know they'll come up with a plan here shortly.
And then just a follow-up, I know you and Matthew Nyes are pretty close. What's been your communication with him like since he made the jump, and kind of what has he told you about life in the NHL?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely said it's, guys are just way bigger, way stronger, way faster. I mean, so I think just obviously, maybe taking another year. Obviously, he played 2 years, and you see what he did in the playoffs and how it helped him. So that was kind of, another reason that, I thought that, maybe going back would be, a good idea also. It's just only going to make me a better person and better player too. So obviously, like I said, it's a, just definitely a bigger jump, but obviously, he managed to do his thing there. So I think the 2 years helped him a lot.
Thanks.
Hey Logan, Dylan Lux with Gopher. I just wanted you to walk me through kind of that video that came out announcing that you were coming back. Was that your idea? Was that kind of you saying, hey, you wanted to do something special like that?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously I didn't know really what I was doing until, probably this week. So, I asked Nugs if, maybe, you know, if I came back, maybe we do. It started out as just like a photo, like cool photos together. Then obviously, you know, we kind of wanted to throw a little video in there. So I'd say it was both of, you know, our ideas kind of, and I'm happy the way it turned out.
Logan, it's Jess again. What's your plan for the summer? I'm Coyotes development camp. Will you be here in Minnesota? What's the plan right now?
Yeah, so I'm doing, you know, I'm training here in Pittsburgh for right now. The Coyotes kind of sent me a program to work out here, so I've been doing that for now. You know, obviously I started skating. You know, we have a great group here with JT Miller, you know, Vincent Trocheck, John Gibson, kind of guys I skated with last year. So it's nice to be around other pros and kind of see, you know, how they go about their life, and you know, how they kind of just manage about being a pro. So that's definitely pretty cool to see. And you know, obviously, you know, I don't know exactly what the plan is, you know, kind of with Arizona, if I'll be down there at all, or, you know, I'm sure I'll eventually be in Minnesota a little bit in the summer. So that's kind of where I'm at with that.
And since you made the announcement that you're coming back, you and Jimmy obviously have some great chemistry there. How many right wingers have you heard from wanting to play on your line?
Yeah, to be honest, you know, none since coming back. I think that's we'll leave that up to Coach Motzko to, you know, kind of figure that out.
Logan, I saw on your social media posts you coordinated with Dinkytown athletes. You know, how great have they been with your ventures into NIL?
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, especially to, you know, you hear about kind of the football guys and, you know, all the stuff they're getting. So I think, you know, hockey's only going to continue to grow with that part. And, you know, I'm happy to be a part of it, and, you know, continue to kind of grow that aspect. And, you know, I think it's only going to go up from here. So it's definitely cool to be a part of them, and, you know, see where this thing goes.
Logan, when they made their announcements this week, Justin, kind of true to his nature, puts everything in the past behind him, you know, like a goalie having a short memory and all that, and didn't really talk about the way the season ended. Jackson Nelson was kind of the opposite and said he kind of went through the phases of anger. Just how did you deal with the immediate aftermath of the national championship game? And is it a source of anger? Is it a source of inspiration? How do you look at it now?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it still sucks. You know, after losing that game, I didn't even want to think about hockey. Like, anything hockey was, you know, just made me so mad. So, you know, it's unfortunate the way it ended, but, you know, I think that's gonna, you know, make us come back stronger and even better, and, you know, even more prepared too. Obviously, we had, I believe, 11 freshmen last year, and, you know, for us to get to the Frozen Four and get through, you know, all the ups and downs of the season, it's big. And, you know, it's only going to make us better for, you know, this upcoming season, and more prepared, and, you know, we'll be more ready to, you know, when we get into those big moments, we'll know what to do.
Logan, Joe Smith with The Athletic here. You mentioned talking to Keller with Arizona. What was kind of his advice or his thought process with you? And are you concerned at all with the Arizona situation of getting something done there?
No, I'm not concerned at all. I mean, obviously, you know, the ownership of the Arizona Coyotes is fantastic, and I know they'll figure it out. You know, I know the NHL will, you know, do things the right way, and whether that's Arizona, that'll be great, and whether if it's, you know, Houston, wherever it is, you know, they're all great spots to play. And, you know, with Keller, I just think, you know, I just talked about certain things of, you know, kind of my development standpoint, and, you know, he kind of just told me there's no rush. You know, if you feel ready, that's great. And if you need another year, that's also great. So he was definitely a big help with, you know, just kind of figuring out things I wanted to work on, and, you know, kind of helping me make my decision. So, you know, I'm really grateful for that.
It's Joe again. I know at the Frozen Four I talked to you, mentioned like when you're in college, you can still be a kid. You know, when you go to the NHL, it's a business and it's a job. Like, how much did that play into, you know, you coming back, other than the development stage with it? But just knowing, you know, how much fun you have with your teammates and how much you still maybe wanted to have that part of it this year.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, my goal is to be a long-term NHL player. And I think, obviously college, it's definitely fun. It's definitely, a little laid back than, the NHL, I think. And, like I said, the NHL is a business. It's strictly about winning. And, with college, obviously it's about winning too, but, there's still that development standpoint of, getting better. There's more workouts, I believe, and different on ice stuff you could do. So it's definitely, that's definitely a lot that went into it. I'm obviously a 19-year-old kid. I'm still super young, and obviously having that college experience, I think, is pretty big too. And like I said too, there's still a lot that I kind of want to accomplish in college hockey. Then, after this season and this development standpoint, I'm ready to get going after that.
Logan, the Frozen Four is in St. Paul this upcoming season. What type of carrot is that for you and your teammates?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the way we'd want to. I believe that's how we'd write it up, and if we could, so to bring it in St. Paul and have us winning it there, that would be, honestly like a movie, I think. So, to be a part of that would be an honor, and that's definitely my goal. That's definitely everyone on the Gophers' goal, and obviously the coaching staff. So, we're gonna make sure we do everything we can to make sure we win that this year.
Logan, going back to your USA hockey time, have you played with Beckett Hendrickson or Oliver Moore at all, or are they kind of new to you? And what are your thoughts on them coming in as teammates this year?
Yeah, I definitely. I know both of them. I'd say Oliver Moore a little more than Beckett, but I know they're great kids. They're great players, and we're definitely gonna be super excited to have them. Part of our group, and part of our group that wants to win a national championship. So, I had the chance to play with Oliver Moore a little bit. Obviously he's a fantastic skater. They're both unbelievable players, and definitely players that are going to help us get to where we want to be.
Logan, going off that question, kind of emulating what Matthew Nyes did with you and Jimmy last year, how excited are you two kind of stepping into, showing Oliver around campus and kind of stepping into sort of a mentor role?
Yeah, I mean, that's huge. That's kind of another reason I wanted to come back is, learn how to be a leader and, kind of a guy to look up to. Like you said, kind of what Nyes was to, me and Snug. So it's definitely great to, continue to get better with that. And, because hopefully one day that's the person I want to be, is to a leader, and, hopefully to wear a letter one day. That'd be a truly honor. And, I'm super excited to get that opportunity to kind of be a mentor, like you said.
Greg.
Yeah,
Greg, go ahead.
Logan, Craig Morgan with PHNX Sports out here in Arizona. Just wanted to ask, if the Tempe vote had gone in a different direction, if it had gone the Coyotes' way, could that have altered your decision?
For sure, yeah. I think I was kind of leaning towards going, but I think also at the same point, they're both great options either way. If it went through, it didn't. In the back of my head, I still feel like I had a lot left to do in college hockey, and to be honest, I haven't really won that much either, with the NTDP losing in the gold medal game on the under 18s, and obviously World Junior. So I still wanted to kind of get that big thing of winning the national championship, and adding that to my name and into the Gophers history too would be pretty special. And that's kind of why my main reason was for coming back too.
Just one follow-up on that. Can you give us a little insight into your conversation with Bill Armstrong, the general manager, what the two of you talked about as far as this decision and then the future?
Yeah, I mean, I've been kind of talking to him, especially right when the season ended. It was kind of through my agents, the Bartletts, mostly. So, he wanted what's best for me. And, obviously, like I've been saying, both options were fantastic, but, I kind of just told them, like, I still have some stuff to prove in college hockey. I still have some stuff I want to accomplish. And, that's kind of where it was just left off of. After that, there's still, a little bit of uncertainty with, kind of what the plan is there. And, with the rink wise. So I think just taking another year of, continue to grow my game, continue to be, a leader, and continue to grow as a person is super important too.
Logan, I don't know if you've gotten to experience much of summer in Minnesota, but I know the Snuggerud family has a lake cabin, and that's kind of a rite of summer here in the state of hockey. Have you gotten invited to go up to a lake yet or anything like that?
Yeah, a few of the guys have said some things. I know a few guys have, different places there. So if I'm definitely there, I'd love to go on the lake, maybe fish a little bit. So yeah, definitely after this decision, it was pretty stressful. So I might need to just chill on the lake for a little bit. It would be pretty nice.
Great. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Logan. Appreciate the time. Everybody joining us here on a Saturday. Obviously, it's exciting time for Gopher hockey, and I appreciate everybody, and reach out if you need anything else.